Alright, so I watched the EDP documentary last night with my friends, and I can't lie, it was genuinely probably like the biggest display of public humiliation I've seen in my entire life. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't think I've ever really seen somebody who's just made a fool of themselves and made probably way more incriminating statements any person that I've ever seen should have.
Well, he was talking to 13 and 12-year-olds. Fuck all that.
Because I'm not even gonna lie, the stuff that this fat fuck was saying was actually insane. And he was just saying it like it was just a normal thing to say. Like, I'm starting to wonder how much was he paid to say these things? Because I know for a fact it was definitely not below 50 grand. There's no way he'd say less than 50K to just go ahead and just let the whole internet see how much of a loser he is. Because not only seeing this guy's life, he works 2 jobs, and he's still broke as shit. He has no assets, barely any money in the bank, and he's in hella debt, bro. Like, the fact that he just deadass went ahead and just went onto a documentary to expose himself is insane. Because there's no way. And the fact that he's probably going to walk free after this, there's like a 99% chance that most of the shit he said in here is going to let him walk free, is insane. The fact he's still walking free to me is just insane. It's absurd. It's just like, alright, bro. Because I'm going to be real, some of the shit that was said in that fucking documentary was like, yeah.
To be honest with you, bro, I have no clue why the age of consent is 18.
Like, yeah, dude, we saw a picture of this nigga just posted up, laying down on his fucking bed and shit with his dirty ass feet up in my fucking face. I'm like, bro, I don't want to see this shit. Like, I don't want to see your ugly ass feet. Your dirty ass dog. Get them dogs fucking off the screen, bro. They barking and shit. And even besides that, too, like, just him admitting to, like, you know, all the shit he did was just insane. Him talking about being an incel and shit, or like, you know, how he worships Donald Trump and Sneeko and Andrew Tate shit. Like, bro. I'm like, ain't no way, bro. They would not even look at you, bro. Besides that, I still find it insane. This dude works 20 hours a day sometimes. And he's still broke as shit. Like, yo, that's sad, gang. How are you working this much and you're still broke? You got stage 5 kidney failure. You're basically going to be dead within the next year or two. Because they said that when he got diagnosed was like 4 years ago. So there's a very good chance this dude is probably going to be dead by like 2027, 2028. He might even be dead by the end of the year. I wouldn't even be surprised. But yeah, see, this is sad. I'm going to be real. I'm not feeling sorry for him. No, don't get that twisted up. I do not feel sorry for this nigga. I'm just going to be honest. It's sad to see that somebody lives like this. And the fact that they're just like, whatever, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They just want the whole world to see it. And then the stuff that he was admitting to Chris Hansen was like, bro, why are you admitting this stuff to him? Like, genuinely. Like, what? The fact he said that, oh yeah, if you're like 16 and 17 or whatever, you got fine ass titties. Yeah, I whacked it off to you a couple times. Like, who the fuck says that, bro? You're pushing like 30 something. You're like in your mid 30s and you're talking about how you want to jerk off fucking minors and shit. Or like, yo, the even wilder statement was the fact that he said if it was legal, would he fuck that girl he was talking to, the victim? But I still find it crazy. He admitted that he'd blow her shit out. Like, what? Who the fuck admits to that? Like, that's just disgusting. Like, no, when I heard that shit, I just deadass just was like, yeah, bro. I stared at the fucking screen distraught. Cause like, yo, who even admits to that? Cause there's no way. To admit to that on camera, why would you even say it? Like, gang, just, why aren't you arrested? I mean, obviously, it's pretty clear that, you know, you have 2 dumbasses, actually no, 3 dumbasses, because Alex Rosen couldn't fucking get your ass arrested. And, you know, same with the 2 jokes of predator catchers, they couldn't get your ass arrested either. Obviously, Skeeter, Gene, and Gideon. I'm so glad I stopped watching them, because I started to realize, yeah, they're just doing this shit for views. They don't actually care. I still think it's crazy that this nigga is deadass just walking free. Because let's be real, he should probably be in prison. Not even probably, he should be in prison. This nigga should be behind bars, locked up, probably getting his shit blown the fuck out by Big Dick Tyrone or something, bro. I'm gonna be real. Especially because he was, oh, I'm not gay. Oh, I'm not with that gay shit. Like, alright, bro. Something like that. I still find it really funny, though, that they was talking, like, whenever he said that he wasn't gay, it would say EDP is definitely not gay, or he's absolutely not gay. That shit, yeah, that shit had me cackling, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Because that shit is just so funny. Because he got way too defensive about that shit. I'm starting to think EDP might like dick. Or he might at least like pussy. Yeah, I'm going to get on to, I guess, the other things I want to talk about, right? The fact that this nigga is still around because 3 dumbasses couldn't properly get evidence or, like, you know, confront him correctly is sad. Like, Alex Rosen just basically just was like, yeah, let me just clip farm with this nigga and just do a bunch of sloppy bullshit with this evidence and hope that he gets arrested. Yeah, nothing fucking happened. Gideon and Skeeter Jeans was even worse. It was actually a shit show. How the fuck are you gonna let this fat ass nigga, this fat 300-pound plus nigga, just walk away? I'm like, yo, he waddled away. This nigga said, no, kiss my ass, dude, kiss my ass. And he just fucking waddled away. And you let it happen. Like, he just dead ass bitched you. I'm sorry. The fact you let this fat nigga bitch you is insane. To me, at least. I'm not even gonna lie. You didn't call the police. You didn't do any real effort to try to stop him. You just sat there and just watched. You pulled up in a fucking cupcake costume, bro. That's how you knew this was purely for clips. Cause I remember when I heard about this, I was like 15 or something. I thought it was like just a joke. I didn't think it was for real. I thought they were collabing or some shit. But no, it turns out that this was completely serious. And when I found out that, I was like, yeah, okay, that's when I realized that this nigga's just doing this shit for clips. He doesn't actually care. So yeah, that's why I was like, alright, this shit's just raps. Anyways, though, all I have to say, this is really all I have to really just say about this fucking documentary. But all I have to say is, like, bro, this is genuinely such a shit show of this nigga's life. It's actually funny. I found it more amusing to watch than I found it, like, as something serious. I don't know why. I just found it really amusing to see this nigga deadass living life like a fucking loser. But besides that, right, that's all I have to say for today's video. Sorry for, being gone for a little bit. I got employed. So, yeah, yeah, I didn't have that much time to work on videos. But anyways, yeah, that's all I have for today's video. If you like this video, make sure, like, subscribe, comment down below or whatever, share this with your friends. I don't really care. Do whatever you please. And if you also really do enjoy my content, like you really, really like my content, I think you should also go check out my other socials. They're all linked in the description below. So you can go peep that and do whatever you want with that information. Yeah, so that's all I have to say, and peace out.